Yo, this is Real Talk E. Welcome to the Locker Move Talk, nothing but basketball. Now, today we have no games that went on yesterday, but we have some things to get into because we have some rumors that came out. Now, first things first, let's start off with the LeBron situation. I'm pretty sure everybody saw the interview. Everybody saw what he said after the Lakers got swept by the Nuggets. He came out. He's like, honestly, I got a lot of things to think about. And I don't know if I'm gonna come back. I don't know if I'm gonna play again. I don't know if I want to play again. I don't know if I could play again. He pretty much said that he has to think about it, and the internet ran off with this. I mean, they took this and ran off with it like it was the end of the world. Like LeBron James just done for. He's never coming back. It's just like it's over, right? And couple things I want to say about this too, because I want to first speak about how I took it. Pause. And then I also want to speak about like why is everybody else taking it the other way. So first things first, the way I took what he said was basically, bro, kind of like what I feel like anybody else should have took it as. Like, bro, he's 38 years old. The man's about to be 40. He just went to the conference finals, okay? Which, by the way, he said means nothing to him because he's been there, pretty much his whole career damn near. And it's understandable, right? But when you look at it, he's 38. He just went to the conference finals. He played hard this entire time. I mean, he had some career games. He had 2020, his first ever 2020 game. And you can see why. I mean, bro, like, he's probably tired. He's exhausted. He's injured. He's hurt. He's banged up. And they get swept. And I don't think LeBron has gotten swept in the conference finals ever in his life. I think he's actually 10-1 before this loss right here. And I don't think that one was a sweep. So you understand why he comes out and he says what he says. Now, the reason why I didn't think he's going to actually retire and he's just chatting right now is because, bro, like, really just think about it, bro. Bronny just went to college. Like, he just committed. He's going to school. His first year of college is this upcoming year. Starting, like, well, when do they start? I don't know when they start in California. I know here in New York, we start, like, at August, September type of thing. But his first semester is going to be this fall semester. So somewhere here in August and September, he's going to start his first ever semester in college, right? And I don't think the college basketball season really starts till like November or December, okay? So in reality, bro, LeBron's next season will probably and most likely be his last season playing without his son in the league. And if I'm not mistaken, next year is LeBron's last year that is required from him on the contract with the Lakers, which has like $47 million. Crazy, by the way. 47 M's in his last year at 38 years old. There was players in their prime 10 years ago that were not making this. But 47 M's this upcoming year. Last year without playing with his son. And his next year after that, I'm pretty sure Bronny's going to be one and done. I mean, bro, like, everybody always says how he's great, and he looks great when he's playing games, stuff like that. And we'll see how he looks in college. But LeBron is going to be able to play with his son. Okay, has everything fixed so that he'll be able to play with his son. If he comes to the Lakers, he's able to play with him on the Lakers. He'll re-sign for more money. If he doesn't, then he has fixed the situation for him to be able to leave and go to whatever team that his son is playing on. Now, all that being said, you also have to think about it too. He's saying the Western Conference doesn't excite me. I want a championship. Which means that he's probably talking to the Lakers. He's probably saying, I'm not coming back if you guys are bringing the same team. Which, in my opinion, is kind of weird to say considering that they kind of lost the conference finals because of LeBron and Anthony Davis. Game 1, Game 2. That was because LeBron and Anthony Davis. Don't bring up numbers. I know he averaged 27 points on like 50-something% shooting, whatever. Cool. Go rewatch Game 2. And all those threes that he was taking, he was settling for shots when he could have just attacked. Go look at the second half of game 4, where he only scored 9 points, where he stopped attacking. The Nuggets' biggest weakness is when the other team is attacking the paint because they don't have a rim protector. And the reason why I chose the Lakers to win this series is because the Lakers are not good at shooting. What do they usually do? Attack the rim. Attack the basket. Get to the paint. And it's like this series, their main guys who usually get to the paint and attack the basket, they weren't doing that. AD came out the first game super aggressive. The rest of the Lakers, they wasted that game from Anthony Davis. Game 2 was like supposed to be a rebound game, especially for LeBron. And he settles for threes instead of attacking the basket. Game 3, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even remember what happened in Game 3. But I know that he lost it. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the same reason. And you can't really talk about the rest of the guys on the team. Okay, D'Lo did not do good this series, okay? Cool. Everybody's mad at D'Angelo Russell for not doing good this series. But D'Angelo Russell is the reason why the Lakers are even in the conference finals. Against the Warriors, he was having these 21-point first halves, these 20-point first quarters, and he helped propel them to the conference finals. So now it's someone else's turn to show up. Is that how you're supposed to think about it? No, but in reality, that's how it's going to be. Players have bad series, bro. Sometimes just not your series. Sometimes not your game. Dennis Schroeder played some of the best defense he's ever played in his life on Jamal Murray. So you can't blame anybody. Austin Reeves, he was scoring. Rui Hachimura had some of his best games of his life in these conference finals. It's the main guys that didn't capitalize on whatever their, role players were giving them. There was times when Rui Hachimura was the leading scorer of the team. So in my opinion, what LeBron said, if it has to do with trying to apply pressure on the Lakers and make them have to make moves, maybe it's to try to get three-point shooting. They need that. But other than that, they have a really good constructed roster. To really consider that the fact that they only played together really from February 9 or February 10, and they went to the conference finals, that's great. Be patient, bro. Get another year in. Get a shooter. Somebody please trade for Seth Curry. Please, somebody do so. I don't care if it's the Lakers, the Suns, whoever it is. Please trade for Seth Curry. I'm telling you right now, you're going to love whatever he gives you from 3. Somebody please do it. And y'all all know he's nice too. I don't know why I haven't done it. So, in my opinion, I think LeBron was just chatting. He was hurt that they lost. And it's the first time ever that somebody of LeBron's magnitude loses a whole series and they don't blame him for why they lost. And in reality, it's his fault, bro. And maybe it's because the way he closed it out, he came out in game 4, really tried. But at that point, bro, it's too late. Like, don't try to fool us. Like, you had a bad game 1, bad game 2, bad game 3. And yes, he was injured. And yes, he was playing on a bum foot. And that sucks, man. That really is one of the worst things that can happen to you, especially in the conference finals when you're trying to win. But if the rest of the team knows that, then they have to show up, which a lot of them did. But his second guy, the Robin to his Batman, didn't show up. Anthony Davis only showed up in game 1 and then disappeared. And I'm not everybody's gonna keep bringing up stats, bro. His stats were cool, alright? They were great. He had 28 points, 18 rebounds, cool. But the dominance in the game was not there. The defensive dominance was not there. The offensive presence of Anthony Davis was not there. What we saw against the Warriors, what we saw against the Grizzlies, what we saw at, spurts of this regular season that just passed, it was not there. So how do you expect them to win? You're not going to win like that, bro. It doesn't matter if it's LeBron and D'Angelo Russell, Dennis Schroeder, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, and Jared Vanderbilt playing defense. It's just not going to happen because there's no three-point shooting. So you're going to need Anthony Davis to really come out and show up. And if you don't have Anthony Davis to come out and showing up, now not only are you lacking three-point shooting, but you're lacking everything else that AD provides too. And 3 blocks is not the entire defense. You need defensive presence. I mean, Jokic was getting whatever he wanted. So in my opinion, I take these words with a grain of salt. I mean, we're going to hear these words a lot more often now from LeBron James. And I'm telling y'all right now, be prepared. Next year, he's probably going to say the same thing whether they win or lose. The year after that, he's going to say the same thing whether they win or lose. And maybe he retires 1 year after his son comes into the league and he's able to play with his son for 1 year. Maybe he retires 2 years after his son, comes to the league. We don't know. Again, we're all expecting Bronny to be a one and done and make it to the league. But that could also be changed as well. We genuinely do not know what the hell is about to happen. But I'm telling you right now, expect these type of comments from LeBron a lot more. And then another thing I want to talk about. Stephen A. But anyways, that's enough of me rambling and chatting. It's time for y'all. Let me know, chatting down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. This is Real Talk, and it's time to leave it to the locker room. I'm going to catch y'all. Safety, my hearts.
Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
The officials have to review it. And the Lakers win the game. Banks it in. He banks in the 3.
To win it. Good. That's why he's NBA All-Defensive Team. Adebayo, sky high with the block and rejection. This is for the win. Got it. Wow. At 7, working against Butler, got down.